is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fam. It's your boy, PaperSin, aka the Hokage of the village. Hidden in that loud, you feel me? And I got another reaction video for you, you know what I'm saying? Another one, you know what I'm saying? And I miss doing like animated horror ones, so we back with that. This one is called The Worm Animated Horror Story. And it's by the YouTube channel Don't Walk Home Alone After Dark. A little bit of a long title, but I like it. It's perfect for like horror ones. I like it. All right, so we're gonna check this video out. As always, all the links will be in the description below. So be sure to check them out. Let's get to it. Copyright. That's probably copyright. Just in case. Okay. What happened? Oh, is the radio messing up? Yeah, strange distortion returns and builds intensity. Oh. Fuse box or ooh. Uh-oh. Everything okay? Nah, something's over there. Careful. Hello? Ooh, that's creepy. Yeah, copyright. Music abruptly, okay, returns. Damn. Oh, even next door is flickering. Yeah, yours is the only one that's completely out, the little bird. Okay. I like the little foggy effect. I like the look. I like the animation. Uh-oh. What the?
No.
Uh-oh. Feed me. Is that like night terror type things? I know people have night terrors, but is that like maybe she's dreaming she has having a night terror?
Sparrow Moon was not at all what I thought she would be. I wasn't given much time to go over her case file before our first appointment, but from what I had read, I half expected some kind of uncontrollable monster to walk through the door. She wasn't anything like that. She was quiet and guarded, smaller in person than what I had imagined from her photograph. A perfectly normal 17-year-old girl. That made it even harder to believe she was capable of doing the things that she did.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
She was the last surviving member of the so-called Woodfield Five, a group of kids all from the same remote northern town who suffered a series of unexplained, at times violent, mental breaks.
Oh, shit.
Clinical notes suggested some kind of shared psychosis, though unlike anything I'd ever heard of in my 20-year practice. By all accounts, Sparrow had an unremarkable childhood. No indications of behavioral difficulty, good grades in school, active social life, no family history of mental illness to speak of. Her mother had been part of some offbeat spiritual commune years earlier, but had left that behind when Sparrow was quite young and eventually remarried. There was nothing to suggest any kind of underlying trauma or abuse, though as you come to find in my line of work, that's not always so obvious.
So I guess it's not night terror, it's like she just snapped. Apparently she doesn't have any mental illnesses or anything. She just woke up one day and chose chaos. But now, Like something came over her. I wonder what happened.
The only path to understanding
I know.
what really happened in Woodfield was Sparrow herself. And that would prove more difficult than anyone anticipated. I learned very little over the first weeks of our sessions together. Sparrow was often uncooperative, careful never to allow the growing familiarity between us to weaken her resolve. I was not as strong. I became unreasonably attached to her.
Oh, how so? Out of curiosity and
Endless
shit? Why
medical
she did it?
diagnostics revealed nothing we didn't already know. She barely slept. The scratches on her arms were self-inflicted. And aside from high blood pressure, she was physically healthy. No one was certain about what exactly was wrong with her. And she was getting worse.
I'm gonna turn it up. There you go.
The weeks turned to months, and I was running out of time.
I'm gonna turn it up a little more.
The courts had determined that unless I could demonstrate conclusive progress in her treatment, Sparrow would be transferred to an isolated psychiatric ward and out of my care. I could have walked away at that point. I probably should have. But what
You're
I
too attached.
wanted, what I've always wanted, was answers. After all,
Don't they teach you like detectives or something like what is he? Not to personally get attached to the case or whatever that you're working. This one really got him though. Like that would suck for her though. Like to just suddenly snap or something to come over you and just have a psychotic breakdown or some shit. And next thing you know, like, you did something you never would have done normally, but you have to take accountability for it and you end up in jail. Like imagine that happening, man. Holy shit.
all that we'd been through, she wasn't a kid to me anymore. She wasn't a monster either.
Shit.
She was a puzzle to solve.
Bruh.
Sodium pentothal can be administered to induce something called narcosynthesis, a state between asleep and awake where the subject is highly suggestible. In most places today, the practice is frowned upon. Normally, I would never consider such a treatment, but given the circumstances, my options were limited. I knew full well that this could risk professional censure, perhaps even my career itself. That didn't seem to matter at the time.
I like the angle.
After the injections, Sparrow was brought to my office.
Okay.
We were left alone, and I asked her to count backwards from 10. Though before she even got to 5, it was clear she knew something was wrong.
Oh shit.
Her breathing became shallow, and her eyes darted around rapidly.
Oh,
She began talking about a mist coming into the room that only she could see. She could hear a voice from within it calling to her.
Uh-oh. It's like before.
The drug had
you gotta be
disoriented
careful.
her to such a degree that I don't even think she recognized me.
Oh shit.
Sparrow's small size
I low-key thought she was about to start lunging, bro. Lunging at him, getting him. But like he did say that, you know, she's dosed up. So
and chronic fatigue made the dosage I administered tricky. She drifted in and out for several minutes. When lucid, I redirected her, asking if she could tell me what the voice she heard was saying. After a long pause, she finally whispered, "Little bird." At that
yeah, I give it to this guy though. He's the guy with balls to like, no, she like murdered a bunch of people. And you're just like, all right, no problem. I'm just gonna drug her up and we'll handle it. She's not even cuffed or anything.
At that point, Sparrow
No
was not
strength?
interested in answering any of my questions. She just spoke, and I listened. She said that it knew. It knew that was what he used to call her. The old man. But the voice wasn't a man's. It was something else. She said it comes with the mist, that it takes things from you and it grows, adding to what it's taken from others. It eats you from the inside. She didn't know its name, but called it the worm.
Ooh, it's in her head. Wiggled all up in that ear, said,
As Sparrow lapsed into unconsciousness, I was left with more questions than answers. I arranged to have her return to her room and resigned myself to the idea that I might never get the chance to understand the truth. That I had failed. I destroyed the records of our last session to prevent the review board from finding out what I had done. It was over. Or at least, that's what I thought.
What happened?
It was that night the dream started.
Oh shit! Now it's infecting him. It burrowed into his head. Went from her mouth to his ear, then it burrowed into his head. That's why it's called the worm. Holy shit! This is good. I like this. This is well thought. I'm enjoying this. Oh shit, he's gonna wake up and now he did it. And then he's gonna speak it to somebody else, and it's gonna burrow go from his mouth to their ear and burrow into their head. Ooh.
Wait, come back!
Oh shit, the mist, the mist! Run, bro! Oh shit. He can't get away. Just got him. Oh shit. Oh shit. I always like what movies and like films and animation things do this. Like it's like you go into the water and you come out the other side. It's another transition to another world, to another place. He just left the spot he was at, and now he's back this one. Now he's in this one.
What?
Doctor, I'm so
There it is, the worm. Holy shit. Oh, that's right. It wanted her to feed him. It wanted her to feed it. Oh. Never mind. I'm busy trying to figure it out, bro. Leave me alone. I like this.
Every time I go to sleep, it's the same. It doesn't really matter how the dream begins. Eventually, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm. Just like she said it would.
You gotta be careful. Don't start killing
You
people
can't
now.
run. That never works. It won't let you. The best you can hope for is that you wake up quick, before it begins to feed.
Now, when stuff like this starts happening, I can't help but wonder, like, if you were well versed at like lucid dreaming, did you fight it? Like, you could stop it from doing whatever it's doing. You could fight it, beat it, and like not have to worry about it. It's like, oh yeah, that worm thing you talked about. Yeah, I already took care of that. I ain't. It tried me, but you know, I'm well versed at lucid dreaming, so you know, I just said, all right, cool. I'm gonna give myself superpowers. Bam, kill you, and then head out.
At first, I told myself that it would go away. It It could be a simple anxiety-induced aberration brought on by the stress of dealing with the case. But it was soon obvious that wasn't it. The nightmares didn't stop. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. It wasn't long before my colleagues began to take notice. Things got so bad I had no other choice. I called in every favor, pulled every string I could, and arranged access to Sparrow at her current facility. I needed answers more than ever. And she still had them.
Okay, so yeah, going back to my original thought, like it went from her mouth to his ear, burrowed into his head, and now it's eating, like it's kind of feeding on his psyche, and that's what all of his dreams are about. Every time it eats him, it's eating parts of his psyche, and that's when he's gonna start. Once he gets to a certain point, he's gonna start killing people too, and then same thing's gonna happen. I'm going back to that. That's what's happening.
I almost didn't recognize her at first. She looked strong and alert, a stark contrast to the tired girl that I had spent all that time with. I didn't have to ask any questions this time. Just by looking at me, she knew all too well what was happening. We sat down, and Sparrow Moon gave me what I needed. The worm is some kind of parasite, a pathogen, an ancient thing passed from host to host, manifesting in their dreams, feeding on their deepest fears. It will not stop, always hungry for more. It won't kill you. It doesn't want you dead. It wants what any good virus wants: to propagate, to be passed on, to be fed.
Zombie virus type shit.
Sparrow tried to hold it inside of her, to protect others. She thought that if she could fight it long enough, it would die with her. She passed the worm to me the same way that it had been passed to her. Just by telling me about it.
Told you! Yes, I was kind of obvious.
You have to believe me. I am sorry for this. Now that I've told you, I don't know when, but sooner or later in your dreams, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm. Hey, yo, shout out to them. That was good. Applause for that, yo. That was good. I really liked it. So, do you think that once they pass it on, the worm leaves them alone and they stop having those dreams and nightmares? Or they continue to have that and they're just tortured for the rest of their life, and the parasite just keeps passing on to person to person. Like, it compels them to tell someone else. It compels them. And then eventually they do, and that's how it keeps getting passed on. I don't know, man. I don't know. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. This was really good. I liked it. So shout out to Don't Walk Home Alone After Dark. Be sure to check out their channel, and while you're there, don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that, in case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, evening. Peace. Much love to you.